guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I have this cute, adorable build called Juniper Morning. It was inspired from a photo that I found on some real estate website online. And the photo of it, I'm not going to post it here in the video because it's already quite long. It's 25 minutes long. But I will post it on my Instagram page. So if you're interested in what the before looks like, check out my Instagram. If you're not following me, my name is the SimGemini on Instagram as well as Twitter. You find me at the SimGemini. But on Origin ID, it's just SimGemini. And on YouTube as well, it's just SimGemini. And if you're not subscribed, please go hit subscribe, like this video if you enjoy it so far. So let me just tell you about the Juniper Morning. I hate the color yellow. I absolutely despise yellow. But for some reason in this photo of this real life house, the yellow works. And it's because there's a lot of brick. So the yellow is the pop of color and it really does work. And so I used yellow as an inspiration throughout the rest of the build. Just about in all of the rooms. I wouldn't say all the rooms. The kitchen incorporates yellow. One of the bedrooms incorporates yellow. There's yellow in the laundry room. So a couple of influences of yellow there. So this house is in Windenburg and it's on a 30 by 20 lot. It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and the cost is $138,677. And actually, I don't think that's too bad considering it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house. And there's lots of beautiful balconies on this. There's a balcony on the 2nd floor and on the 3rd floor. And on the 3rd floor, that little room in there is a laundry slash study slash sitting room. It's very, very tiny, but it has its own little balcony. And I just thought it was super cute. In the build photo, the original photo, they did show a balcony. I can't imagine that top room being very big. So who knows if they used it as a bedroom or whatever. The way I had to put the stairs and everything in this room, it's very, very tiny because the stairs are right in the middle of the room. So another thing to know about this house is in my game, Yuki and Candy Bear live in it. And if you're not familiar with them, Candy Bear is, they say like in her little bio that she's becoming quickly famous for being able to hack into things. And Yuki is supposed to be her teen younger sister. They inherited the property, not this property, obviously, because I built it from scratch, but the original Sim game house, Max's build rather, that house is the one that they said that they had inherited from their mother or grandmother. And the house did look pretty outdated, like a grandmother probably lived in it. So I chose this lot because I wanted something small. And actually, this is my first build in Windenburg. I don't play, well, I have like one family that I do play or not really play. I kind of just loaded them for men to use in my 100 baby challenge. It's like a household of male roommates that I've placed in Windenburg, but I don't actually play any houses in Windenburg. So when I built this house, I just wanted a small lot to start with. And I guess because I was a little bit overwhelmed after my last build. If you haven't seen my last build, I encourage you to watch it. It is fantastically large. It's a pretty big lot, even though it's not on like a 64 by 64 lot. I think it was only on a 40 by 30, but it's just ginormous because there are so many rooms. There's 3 floors and there's just a lot of landscaping to do. But anyways, that's on a side note. So back to this house, Candy Bear in my game, Candy Bear had not really an affair, but she got involved with an elder. And this elder and her can be seen on the dance floor. They're in some dance club together. So they do a lot of dancing and they have developed a relationship throughout it. They've gone on vacation. When I was making my little Pine Mountain cabin home, they went and they were the test subjects for me for that lot. And during that test on the lot, they tested out the closets to make sure that they worked. And they ended up conceiving a baby. So Candy had a baby named Christian that is a girl. And when I was doing all the screenshots to get that footage in the very beginning of the video where there's that time lapse where the sun is up and then it sets and the house grows darker, all of that. So, that's a good 24-hour period. And Candy was at home with the baby, the newborn baby, and the baby was taken away. And I felt horrible. I felt horrible when I went back into the live mode and saw that she was upset. And I looked at the little moodlet and it said it was because, the baby was taken away. And I felt horrible because it doesn't make Candy a bad mother or anything. It wasn't her fault. It was my fault for trying to do the editing. And I never should have play tested the house with a baby. So lesson learned. On my next future tests, I will not be using anyone that has a baby or toddler because they're totally going to get taken away. So then I was distraught and I was like, poor Candy. I made her out to be this terrible mom and she had her baby taken away. So I thought, okay, I had already accidentally saved the game because, I was trying to save my footage and anything I had edited on the house. So I had saved the game and I tried to load a previous save and the earliest save was like a couple hours earlier in the morning. And when I tried to load the saved game, there was no baby. The baby had already been taken away. So then I tried to load back a little bit further, like the day before or something. And for some reason, my games were not showing any save files for the whole month of March. They were only dating back to February, which when you're watching this video, if you're wondering, today is the 25th of March. So it was showing that my last save was the end of February, which I find ironic because I've been playing and building Sims videos or Sims builds rather for the last couple of weeks nonstop. So I don't see how I don't have any saved files for March at all. But needless to say, I could not restore the baby. I felt horrible. So I went back and tried to download MC Command and see if there was a way to get the baby back. There wasn't. I had Candy try the adoption line on the computer. Like probably every 4 or 5 hours, I would have her check the computer and the baby was never coming up. So the baby is just long and gone. And I felt horrible. So to replace back the baby, I invited the same elderly father over. They made a baby. So now she has another baby girl. I'm not sure if I'm just going to go ahead and use a cheat to rename the baby the same name and just pretend like it's the same baby. I don't know. You guys tell me, comment down below and tell me what I should do. If I should just go ahead and just pretend like this baby that she recreated is the original baby, or if she should just keep the name of the new baby. And I don't remember the name because I randomized it. But anyways, it is a female, just like her previous baby. So just let me know what you guys think. Back to the build. This build is cat friendly. I did put a cat tower. There's a cat scratching post. There's a food bowl. They don't actually own a cat. Nobody in the house owns a cat, but it's there available if you want to. Out here, this idea, I just thought of just kind of making a little barbecue area. And I didn't really know what else to put out here besides just a place for them to barbecue. And then I wanted that little wrought iron fence so that they could actually look out to the river that's there right behind them. But I knew that they needed a fence around the rest of the property because I didn't see any Sims walk up those sidewalks that are on the side surrounding all sides of the house. But I assumed that at one point they probably do. So I would figure that this house would want their privacy, but yet they still want to be able to have their view. So I try to put a little bit of landscaping in the back with those trees and everything, but enough where they could have a little bit of the privacy, but yet still be able to peek out through their fence and see. So there is a lot of plants throughout the household. I think that's just kind of my signature thing. I just love putting a lot of plants. I'm sure a lot of builders do this as well. I just find that they're great fillers for like little empty spots because I wish I had more photos and statues or whatever to put around, but I really don't have a lot of things to decorate with. So I do rely heavily on plants. And then out here in the original build, you cannot see what they have besides these columns. So I just placed a bunch of benches and some plants on them. And not all the benches have plants. Sometimes I just put the bench in there just to fill some space. And I did try to keep this build very simple, although the floor plan is anything but simple. I must have gone through the floor plan several times. In the way that I edited this video, I cut out a lot of that because I really was trying to make this video be at the most like 15 minutes, and I just couldn't do it. There's just way too much build, and I didn't want to cut out everything, but I did cut out a lot of stuff just to get to the basics. So here is my floor plan. I pretty much did it already, just showing the placement of the stairs, although I may like adjust the rooms here and there just to get it just right. And then as you'll see, I was still trying to figure out where the kitchen was going to go because I kind of wanted it where that open bay window was. But as you see here, the counters just weren't working in that space. So then I ended up moving the kitchen off to the side and decided to use that little bay window as the dining area. And actually, I think it came out super cute and it absolutely was the right decision. Also downstairs, there is one bathroom with a shower. I didn't put a bathtub in there. And this originally was going to be the only bathroom in the build. And because of that, I knew it needed the shower. But later on, as I'm building the upstairs where the 2 bedrooms are, I start to realize that one bathroom is just not functional enough for this household, that they really needed another bathroom on the 2nd story. So I had to shift the floor plan around again to accommodate the bathroom. And the bathroom on the 2nd floor does have a bathtub because I figure if you are playing this house with children, you always need a bathtub to bathe them. So that's why there's a shower downstairs and then the bathtub will be in the 2nd story. And the 2 bedrooms upstairs, they're pretty okay in size. In Candy's room, which is going to be a purple and yellow room, I really wanted to try to fit more items in there because I felt like Candy is like a total girly girl and that she would need like her makeup vanity and all of that, but there just was not enough room in her room to fit it all. So even though her room I think is okay in size, it's cozy. It could have been a lot larger, but the way the floor plan is upstairs, when we get there, you will see that I was quite limited because of those darn stairs, because I had the stairs in 2 different places. One stair that was coming up and then the other stair that was going to be going to that final story on the 3rd floor. So back to the kitchen here. I knew that I wanted to use these new cupboards. I was so excited to get the kitchen cool stuff pack. And mainly because I wanted those cute little cookbooks, whatever you want to call them. I really wanted them so bad. I don't know if it's worth purchasing the whole pack just for that. And it's not. But these cute little cabinets came with that pack, as well as the yellow chairs at the bar came with it. That cute little dish rack. And there are some spoons, like utensils, that are hanging on the backsplash behind the stove that are also part of it. There's also a chef knife set that is cute and a little bit different looking than the knives that you get from unlocking your cooking, level 10 cooking or the culinary career, whatever that one is. And then on the floor here, originally I wanted to have some texture in where the dining room was, but it just wasn't flowing well. So I ended up changing that. You don't see all of that, but you will see it in the screenshots. The other thing that I had cut out in this build was I did not show the decorating of the bathroom or the pantry that's down on the 1st floor. When we get to the 2nd floor, I did not show the decorating of the bathroom and I did not show the decorating of the hallway there, but I do show the 2 bedrooms and I believe the outside balcony. And then obviously the 3rd and final floor, which has the laundry area, I did show the decorating of that. What else did I edit out? I think that's it. I think I pretty much show you everything else in the build. And you will be able to see the photos at the end of the bathrooms and stuff that I didn't show me actually doing it in the video here. I wish that I could cut this video down shorter. I just couldn't do it. I did know that for the living room, I wanted to go with more neutral tones. This room was not going to incorporate yellow. So I went with brown and white and a little pop of pink because my favorite item of all time is this little cat succulent. The white one with the pink little succulent. That one seems to be my absolute favorite item, and I don't know why, and I am dying to use it. So at any point that there is pink somewhere in a room, I'm going to use it. It's just bound to happen. It's getting my signature thing. I should have named myself Pink Cat or something like that for my Sims YouTube name. So this room, it's the family room. I always do this with the coffee tables. I never find coffee tables that I like because I always want a big, square one. And the few that we have that are big, I don't really care for. So I end up just stacking 2 tables together to make my own coffee table. And now I do know how to correctly use that red shelf. So I'm just placing some items on the fireplace using the red shelf. Again, it's not custom content. I remove it out of the house build, so there are no leftovers of it. And also there's no custom content in my builds. I don't use it that way. I don't think I'm ever going to resort to using custom content. As much as I see these beautiful photos, I follow a lot of builders on Instagram and I watch a lot of builders on YouTube. I don't think that I will ever become a custom content builder just because I don't want to deal with the crashes when you start downloading a lot of custom content. And to be honest, I only use that red shelf as my custom content. I have a lightning mod and I just downloaded the MC command, like I said, because I was trying to see if there was a way for me to get back that poor little baby that was taken away from Candy. And I haven't really played around with MC mod. I did use MC mod. I did use MC command a lot when I played The Sims 3 and when I played Sims 2. But I was just trying to stay away from using mods in Sims 4. And I guess it's because I just wanted a clean slate, clean game. But MC command really is so useful for playing The Sims, especially with the story progression, because now that we don't have that anymore, I want to play around with that and see how that goes. But I don't have a lot of mods. But I'm getting very, very tempted. I keep seeing all these cute Sims that are made with custom content. And so I may resort to downloading a little bit, maybe some skin tones, whatever they're calling it, the alphas, whatever, something like that, just to even make my own Sim. Because I think my Sim that's my logo or profile photo, if you will, on my Twitter and on my YouTube account, my Instagram account, she's very plain looking. And yeah, maybe I'm plain looking, but I want her to be cool looking. So I think I might have to download some custom content just to update my Sim. So if you have any suggestions of any of those, I guess they're called alphas. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked into it, but I hear alpha being thrown around all the time. Let me know if there's any custom builders or makers, creators that I should be checking out. Just leave it down below in the comments and I will be sure to check them out. So anyways, we still have a ways to go in the build, but I think I'm done talking here. So I think I'm just going to play some music the rest of the build. Please like this video and subscribe down below. My count is so low right now. The subscriber count is so low. I'm getting kind of discouraged on whether or not people appreciate my YouTube videos, and maybe they don't. So show me some love and subscribe down below if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching this video. Continue to watch through the end. There's a bunch of screenshots for all the rooms and for the rooms that you did not see in the video. Oh, and if you want to download this house, the download link is below in the description and it is available on the gallery you can use hashtag Juniper Morning for it to come up or hashtag SimGemini for all of my builds to come up. And that's how you find me on the gallery. You could also search for SimGemini, but maybe just hashtag Juniper Morning is the quickest way for you to find this build. Thank you again for watching and we'll see you next time.